Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, September 7th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So let me preface today by saying this. I know what happened today and why. I just didn't expect it to happen when it did, and I'll explain that in a minute. I made money on the day, not a lot. Had a good morning. Gave back on two losing trades in the afternoon. And I'll go over that real quickly because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. It's the kind of day that makes me feel dirty because you look at it and you're like, my goodness, we just grinded up from G to M before M finally stopped the one-time framing down up. And we have three sets of single prints. We have a triple distribution day, and I kind of watched it. I have trouble with these days, but more importantly, it's because when it started, that kind of surprised me. So by that, I mean early in the day, I had a good day early on. I was long in A, I was long in B, I was long in C. I was A in long, long in A and long. I was long in A with the tempo, which paid me. I got long in B when the Bank of Canada rate came out and they flushed it. I'm like, that's just a stupid knee-jerk reaction. Went long. I went long in C 2 times. One to pop the top above A and another on a pullback. So I had a very good morning. I took a long in D period, which I did okay on. So the morning was good. The problem was after that. Now, what happened? The beige book, again, these things mean nothing to me, but it means a lot to these algorithms. And, you get knee-jerk reactions. So because the market was just hanging around with no tempo, no volume, I'm not surprised we made a new high. I was looking for an afternoon pullback low in F. I was caught in a quandary there, though. I didn't want it to go back to B's high to keep POC down there, but we had also just gotten below the 144 simple moving average. So it was like caught between a rock and a hard place to take that long there. So when G went back up, I'm like, okay, that could be the afternoon pullback, but it was only 12:30. I wasn't expecting us to just rip and start going trend with the beige book out at 2 o'clock. But that's what happened. So now, you ready for this? I had a long in G, but it started coming in. I'm like, I'm not liking it. I took it off for a 2-point loss. Not in G, I'm sorry. Not in G. H. We had single prints. So shame on me for taking it off, but I didn't want to hold it to the single prints field. I really didn't think the singles were going to hold. So it went 2 points against me, took it off. No big deal. Then I took a short because I'm like, I still don't think these single prints are going to hold, and we're going to be just balanced until 2 o'clock. Well, guess what? I was wrong again. Took that off for a loss. So then after that, we started ripping high. I did take one other trade. I took a long in J, which I made some on, not a lot. I made money on the day, but it's not the point. The point is seeing the market. I pride myself tremendously on seeing the market well. I think I put a little bit too much common sense into H and I period. First going long, right? Saying, okay, we're going to go fill. I thought we were going to go fill the first set of singles from September 2nd. That was my goal for the long. It comes in, I get out. So what happens? I opens, they come in. I'm like, okay, now my goal is just to fill the single prints. What happens? Instead of doing that, goes up and finally gets the single prints that I thought we were going to fill when I was long in H. Maybe a little bit too much common sense. But the bottom line is I was wrong. Doesn't matter. So anyway, here's the big question. We had a great range of over $8. We have a triple distribution day. Triple Qs go out with a double distribution day, okay? With an afternoon pullback in F. We have an afternoon pullback in F. Russell goes out with a triple distribution day with 5 sets of single prints and a price probe. They have single prints L, K, J, I, G. This is after being 7 for 7 wide. Why did this happen? It's very simple. It's short covering. Once we finally took out yesterday's high and started getting any momentum and getting into the trend day from the second, all the shorts start covering. I just didn't think it was going to happen as early as it did. Figured they'd wait to 2 o'clock, and then if that beige book wasn't that upsetting, whatever the number was, then they would start doing their thing. They decided to start it earlier. So be it. Again, it doesn't matter. I told the room, there's days when I used to be on the trading floor and from behind the screen, where I would make money and come home feeling dirty. And there were days I lost money but felt good about myself. Well, today's one of those days I made money and I feel dirty. What can I tell you? Anyway, as far as destinations, upside 398.59 in SPY, daily high, 4156 daily high, and you should have the other ones above you. For the downside, single prints, 396.87 to 58, first set. 396.16 to 395.40, second set. 394.54 to 50, third set. F's afternoon pullback low of 392.85, and today's low of 390.20. For the ES, today's high is 88.75, and it's a poor high. For the downside in ES, we have the single prints. They start at 71.25, get filled at 68.75. Second set, 64.25, get filled at 56.75. Third set start at 48, get filled at 47.75. Afternoon pullback of 31, and today's low of 39.04.50. And then just quickly on the charts. Just going to show you the daily. Right? Because the monthly's balanced, the weekly is still down. We're in a 3-day balance. So this is going to be very important tomorrow. Now, I told the room this, and I'm telling you guys and gals this. If we take out today's high tomorrow, we're still balanced until we take out Friday's high and get above it. Okay? Same with if we take out today's low. If we don't take out yesterday's low, it's just still balanced. I don't think that's going to happen, though. If we take out today's high, I have a feeling we're going to pop above the 50 and the 4,000 level. And if we take out today's low, I have a feeling we're going to pop below yesterday's low and get more to the downside. Now, you have the ECB tomorrow morning, and you have Powell tomorrow morning at 9:10 Eastern Time. I don't know how long he speaks for. But at least once he's done, we should get a good idea whether this short covering is all the market wanted to do. And, well, that's it. We might trade inside of yesterday, take back some of the trend day, and maybe, at some point roll to the bottom. Or are they going to come out and start getting some more legs to the upside and test the 50-day moving average and 4,000? All remains to be seen. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for the likes and subscribing to this channel. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.